Hello gardening friends, I'm John Dromgoole. Welcome to Backyard Basics. Well, we're doing a lot of that kind of work these days, and that kind of work is pruning, cutting back different shrubs, maybe some freeze damages there from the season. And so pruning tools are plenty, and there's different types. Here's one that I really like because on the bigger branches, you don't have to do that much work, and especially if you're weak-armed or you have some other little reason for doing this. Look, this is a ratchet, and what's this ratchet work? It's just, in a few cuts, it's over. Look at that. Nice clean cut also. That's important. It's not frayed. It's a nice clean cut. This also has an extension on it so you can make it longer, so you can reach further into the shrub that you might be working on or up into the tree. Be careful up in the trees also. That's a very dangerous place. If you're going to be up in a tree and you've got a little pruner with you, use one of these little holsters. That way if you fall or something happens and you slip, you won't cut yourself. That's a very important point. There are other important points, and that is with these pruners right here. Some of them are much better than others. Some of them cost a lot more than others. Some of them, like from the Felco company, this one right here is a good example of a short-handled pruner that has parts for replacement. There are many good parts for replacing these, no matter what it is that you break on there, and some other tools for maintaining them, which is really important also. You can replace them. With some tools, you can't. And that's where the price of some of these is a value. When you replace some of them, like this one right here, several times, you have now spent as much as you have on one of the more expensive tools. There are some tools that are for folks that are left-handed. Here's a good example of one of those. A left-handed tool will have the part that opens and closes it right there, convenient for your thumb. See that? So, and for locking it for safety purposes, there it is. That's a left-handed tool. The right-handed tool, like this one, the one that you're accustomed to, has it on your right-hand side. And so it's easy to open and close. One of the important things about pruning is not to leave a stub. And so when you're pruning, make sure that this anvil part, this further out part, is on that side, so when you see the stub that was here, it was cut improperly, and disease can move into the branch, especially with roses. So you want a nice flush cut. Let me see here. There, it's much better now, and that can even be a little bit better than that. There it is. A nice flush cut keeps disease down. There are books to read about. There are some gloves that are very important when you're doing some pruning because the tips won't slip away from you. When it comes to pruning trees, there are many options that you have, and some of these options make a big difference. You may pay a little for some tools, but you'll pay for them over and over. For Backyard Basics, I'm John Dromgoole. I'll see you next time.